Well, welcome back on into Fox 43 AM Live. Joining me here now is Mr. Les Bartlett. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's always a great time chatting with you, and I am so excited to hear you tell me about a sure bet or Marryin, a librarian, which I've been saying all morning. I was saying it in our morning shows today because I was seeing all of our advertisements for it. This looks like a great show. Can you tell me what it's going to be about?
Well, it's a melodrama, so it's going to be one of those things where the audience can participate.
Oh, great!
You'll have a villain, so you can boo and hiss. You'll have
Okay.
you'll have a fair maiden, so you
love
can
that.
sigh, and then of course
And swoon, right?
And yes, and then we got a hero, so you can cheer on.
Oh, great!
The story is about a gentleman by the name of Mr. Moore who passed away.
Okay.
He was the founder of Echo, Texas. And
It's got to echo.
That's right, and the audience will be asked to do that as well.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, so, and he leaves his money to the town.
Okay.
And before they can read the will, the villain comes in and steals it.
No.
His intention was that the money would go for a library, but the villain wants to build a casino. And the story
As
around
villains
that,
do.
That's right. And then our fair maiden gets to have a protest, and we'll ask maybe some audience members to come up and carry picket signs for him and just have a good time.
Yeah, it's very interactive with the audience. What kind of made you guys want to do it that way?
Well, we've had so many people say, you know, we go to a show and we just sit there, and I said, you know, maybe we can find something that can take care of that.
Find something for you guys to do, right?
And we're not going to embarrass anybody. If you want to come and do it, fine. If not, then we'll do it without you. But it is interactive.
You're going to put on a good show either way, whether people get up there or not. I mean, you guys do wonderful stuff over there, but I feel like it's part of the fun to get up and kind of be a part of it too. I feel like that's not something, you know, when you go to see a play, that's not something people usually expect to be a part of and be included in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And a melodrama is some things you don't have to really pay real close attention so you know what's going on. You can sit back and relax and enjoy the show. And that's why we try to do a melodrama, you know, occasionally.
Every now and then, right?
One of the things that we try to do is at least provide a platform for some of our local playwrights. And this particular show is written by Patricia Middleton, our director,
Wonderful.
who is our artistic director. And she's a wonderful person to work for, but she's also a good playwright. So we're going to feature her show on this one. We're doing something different this year.
That's wonderful.
The first 3 shows, the first weekend is going to be held at No-Toe.
Okay.
At Redbud Park.
Yep, Redbud Park. Yep.
And it's inside. You won't have to sit out in the in the heat and all. And then
or the hopefully chilly weather by then.
Well, yeah. and then the following week we'll be back at our normal venue at Elmont Fellowship Hall.
Great.
So either place you can come see us. Tickets are $15. You can order them online at our website, acttheatercompany.com, or you can call me at 785-249-0908.
Great.
And we're looking for a good crowd. I've got a lot of people saying, you know, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, and it's always fun to be, like we said, you know, you're in the crowd, you're watching the play, but it sounds like you're really going to be kind of immersed in the storyline as an audience member, at least for this specific play. Has there been any other, you know, local playwrights that you guys have been able to feature at all this year, or is Patricia the first one for this year?
This is the first one this year that we've done.
Wonderful.
There are some that are in the works now. We've got several playwrights that have sent us scripts. In the venue that we perform in, we have to be real careful about language and the content. So consequently, we have to look real close at the script. But some of our playwrights are beginning to write some things or change something they've written to make it to where we don't offend anybody, because it is in a church.
Yeah.
It's not affiliated with the church, but we signed a contract saying that we would make sure that we don't do anything that's going to embarrass them.
Of course, and of course be respectful, right? So
Sure.
I mean, and moving forward into kind of the next, you know, it's the end of the year here. Are you guys Is there anything you can tell me, about what's in the works possibly coming up here soon to close out the year?
This is our last show this year.
Okay.
We've already set our next 3 shows for 2024.
Oh, so you guys are already ahead of the game, busy, probably.
Oh, yeah, you always have to plan ahead or you'll get caught up short if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything you can give me as far as a hint for what we could be seeing soon next year?
Yes, the first show will be called Above the Fold. It's a story about a murder trial, and
right up my
it's
alley.
a female reporter that's going to cover it, and her boyfriend, who is also a journalist. It's a conflict kind of there between them on how it's covered and some of that stuff.
Oh, this sounds like something I would like. I'm looking at Dane over there like he knows I love my true crime stuff, so this is wonderful. Continue on. I'm sorry.
Then the next one that will be done in August of next year is the Back Porch Gang. That's going to be another fun one. It's a group of older people that sit on the porch, and as cars go by, they wave to see if the cars will honk at them. It's just an interaction between a group of older people, which I may audition for that one. I think I'm typecast there.
Les, you don't look a day over 25. I don't know what you are talking about over there. Well, that sounds like a really interesting play as well. I mean, you get a group of people together and you start people watching. Stuff is going to come out of it, right?
Right.
A lot of stuff's going to come out of that. Well, hey, I mean, really quickly, lastly here, where can people buy tickets and what are those dates? I know we have them posted right here off to the side, but just so people know one more time.
13th through the 15th at Noto, and the following weekend, the 20th through the 22nd, is at Elmont. Tickets are $15. Students or children are $8. And you can either go on our website, actheatercompany.com, or you can call me at 785-249-0908.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bartlett, for coming on here today. And speaking about this, I might have to go marrying a librarian here sometime soon.
We look forward to seeing you there.
All right. And coming up.